I'm about to tell you something that might sound harsh, but it's the honest truth. Most women don't fall in love with a man who is perfect all the time. They fall for the man who is unpredictable. The guy who sometimes makes them feel like the most important person in the world, and other times acts like he could easily live without them. The man who doesn't beg for attention, but also doesn't completely ignore them. Women are drawn to men who set standards and expect a little effort to earn their attention, not the men who lower themselves just to please them. Now, before you panic, let me clarify. This isn't about being mean or manipulative. It's not about hurting anyone. It's about understanding attraction on a deep, natural level. It's about why some men, without even trying too hard, make women obsessed, while others who follow all the rules get passed over. Most men try to do everything right. They send morning texts, ask about her day, compliment her constantly, and are always available. At first, it seems to work. She's interested, responds quickly, laughs at your jokes, and seems engaged. But over time, her interest fades. Replies get shorter. Conversations feel forced. Eventually, she might say, "You're amazing, but I just don't feel a spark." Or worse, "I think of you more as a friend." You did everything right, yet she lost interest. Why? Because being predictable, overly available, and too consistent kills attraction. On a deep biological level, women's brains crave a balance. Kindness, yes, but mixed with unpredictability. Now look at the man she can't stop thinking about. He's unpredictable. Sometimes he messages her, sometimes he disappears for a few days. Sometimes he's intensely attentive, sometimes distant. Sometimes he compliments her, sometimes he teases her. This unpredictability triggers real chemical reactions in her brain. Every time she gets his attention after a pause, her brain releases dopamine, the same chemical that makes people addicted to gambling. That's why women find themselves thinking about him constantly. I call this strategic contrast. It's not cruelty, it's not abuse, it's creating a balance between warmth and mystery, attention and absence, challenge and reward. This is how attraction really works, deep down, beyond what magazines and social media tell you. Here's the key. You can be kind, respectful, and loving while still being unpredictable. You can maintain your standards and your life without constantly bending to her desires. By doing this, you naturally create tension, excitement, and desire. And this is what makes women genuinely obsessed. Not manipulation, not games, but understanding human nature. Set boundaries with your time. A common mistake men make is being constantly available. They cancel plans, shift schedules, or put aside everything just to spend time with the woman they like. While this may feel like being attentive or thoughtful, it often backfires. Why? Because it projects neediness and dependence, and no one is naturally attracted to desperation. Instead, focus on your own life, your hobbies, friendships, career, and personal passions. Engage in activities that give you fulfillment, confidence, and purpose. When she notices that your life is full and meaningful, it sends a powerful signal that you're independent and valuable. If she wants to see you, but your schedule is packed, avoid overcommitting or apologizing excessively. Don't make yourself her only option. A confident and calm response works best. For example, "I'm tied up this week, but I'm free Saturday afternoon. If that doesn't work, we'll plan another time." Notice the subtle difference. You're stating your availability without over-explaining or begging. This communicates that your time is precious, and your life doesn't revolve entirely around her. Setting limits doesn't mean being dismissive or ignoring her. It's about making your attention meaningful rather than expected. The moments you do spend together become more special because they are deliberate and rare. Another key point: the busier and more fulfilled your life is, the more naturally attractive you become. Confidence, independence, and ambition draw people in. When she sees that you have your own goals, options, and social life, she will start valuing your presence more. This isn't about manipulation or playing games, it's about self-respect and maintaining boundaries. By showing that you're not desperate for validation or attention, you automatically generate intrigue, mystery, and attraction. So, next time she reaches out, stay composed and stick to your commitments. Politely suggest a time that works for you without bending over backward. By making your attention intentional and limited, you create desire and keep her wanting more. Step back to maintain respect and attraction. One of the most effective ways to maintain attraction is to step back emotionally when it's needed. This doesn't mean being mean, cruel, or punishing her. It's not about playing games. Instead, it's about protecting your self-respect and showing that your attention and approval are valuable. Many men make a big mistake here. They try to explain everything, defend every feeling, or convince her that she's wrong. Doing this often backfires. It can make you look insecure, needy, or desperate for approval. The smarter way is to stay calm, composed, and intentional. Here's how to do it in everyday situations. Keep your tone calm and neutral. Avoid getting emotional or reactive. Respond briefly. Don't write long messages defending yourself. Short, simple replies are enough. Give space. Slightly reduce your availability or engagement, giving her time to think about her actions. By doing this, you send a clear message. Your attention is valuable and not guaranteed. You're not punishing her, you're setting boundaries and showing that respect goes both ways. For example, if she dismisses something important you said or behaves disrespectfully, instead of arguing or over-explaining, simply stay calm and pull back a little. Don't complain, don't justify yourself, let your actions speak. Your absence, even temporarily, communicates more than words. This works because humans naturally notice and value what is scarce. When you consistently give your attention and then step back, she begins to see how much she values it. Often, she may even adjust her behavior without you having to push her. It's important to understand that this isn't about manipulation, it's about self-respect. You're showing what behavior is acceptable and what isn't. Over time, this builds mutual respect and a stronger connection. She will start seeing you as someone confident, steady, and in control of his emotions, traits that are deeply attractive. The key to success with this approach is consistency and honesty. Step back emotionally only when it's deserved, not as a tactic to test her or play games. Keep your boundaries clear, your energy calm, and your presence intentional. This subtle form of stepping back can actually increase attraction because it proves that you're not desperate for approval and that your attention and love are valuable. When done right, it strengthens the bond, builds respect, and makes your connection deeper and more meaningful. Stop justifying yourself. One of the biggest mistakes many men make in relationships is over-justifying themselves. Weak men feel like they need to explain every little thing they do, why they made a decision, why they acted a certain way, or why they feel a certain emotion. They write long messages, give long speeches, or try to prove their point over and over. The problem is, this behavior often comes across as insecure, needy, or desperate for approval. Confident men handle things differently. They make decisions, act on them, and move forward without feeling the need to explain everything in detail. They trust their choices and don't look for constant validation from others. This creates an aura of independence, self-assurance, and even mystery, which is naturally attractive to women. Think about it. If she asks why you went somewhere alone or why you didn't respond right away, you don't need to over-explain. A simple, calm answer works best. I felt like it. It seemed right. These answers are short, confident, and don't reveal too much. They acknowledge her curiosity without giving away all your thoughts. Over-explaining, on the other hand, makes your behavior predictable and takes away your power. Another advantage of keeping explanations short is that it allows her to assign her own meaning to your actions. When you don't spell out every little thing, she starts to think there is strategy and depth behind your decisions, even if you just acted naturally. This builds curiosity, interest, and attraction. It's important to find a balance. You're not trying to be secretive or dishonest, you're simply respecting your own energy and decisions. You don't owe anyone long explanations for choices that come from your values, priorities, or judgment. By practicing this, you communicate confidence, independence, and control over your life. It reduces neediness, creates intrigue, and naturally makes her want to know more about you without you trying to convince her constantly. Remember this rule: less is more. Short, calm, confident answers make you mysterious, strong, and attractive. the kind of energy that women respect and are drawn to. Embrace your independence. One of the most powerful things you can do in relationships is to be okay if she decides to leave. Your happiness should never depend on just one person. When you build a full, meaningful life for yourself, filled with goals, passions, and friends, you don't need anyone else to feel complete. If she walks away, stay calm and composed. Don't beg, overthink, or act desperate. This shows that your confidence and self-worth come from within, not from someone else's attention or approval. When you truly don't rely on her presence to feel good, your energy changes. You naturally become more calm, confident, and attractive. She can sense that you're independent, strong, and in control of your own life. Ironically, the more comfortable you are with her leaving, the more she may feel drawn to you. Your freedom and confidence make you more appealing, not less. Being okay with her absence isn't cold. It's a sign of strength, respect for yourself, and emotional freedom. Build your life first, and everything else will naturally fall into place. If this advice helped you, like, share, and subscribe for more real attraction tips. Comment below which tip you're going to use first. Compliment. Smartly, not constantly. One of the most effective ways to attract someone is through compliments. But there's a right way to do it. If you constantly tell her she's beautiful, amazing, or perfect every day, your words start to lose their impact. They can even feel boring or predictable, and she might stop paying attention to them altogether. The trick is to give praise only when it truly matters. Notice moments when she does something special, makes an effort, or stands out in a meaningful way. For example, if she dresses thoughtfully for a date, works hard on a project, or shows extra care in a situation, that's the perfect moment to compliment her. Make your words specific, so she knows you're paying attention, not just repeating generic lines. Instead of saying something basic like, "You look nice," try, "I love how you put this outfit together. It really suits your style." Your energy in that conversation made it so much fun. I really enjoyed it. These kinds of compliments feel real and show that you genuinely notice her efforts. After giving a compliment, return to your normal, neutral energy. Don't overdo it. Don't chase her for validation, and don't keep repeating praise every few minutes or hours. This isn't being cold or distant, it's creating a natural balance. When you compliment her meaningfully and then step back, it builds anticipation. She starts to wonder, when will he notice me like that again? This cycle of meaningful praise followed by neutral behavior creates a subtle sense of value. It encourages her to put effort into the things that matter rather than expecting constant approval. At the same time, it helps you maintain self-respect because you're giving compliments because they're deserved, not just handing them out automatically. The key is balance. You don't want to seem emotionally distant or uncaring, but you also don't want to be predictable. A well-timed compliment can make her feel appreciated, noticed, and excited because it's rare, thoughtful, and genuine. Over time, this creates attraction naturally and keeps her curious about what you'll notice next. Remember, quality always beats quantity. One carefully chosen compliment is far more powerful than hundreds of meaningless ones. Keep your praise real, meaningful, and intentional, and let the natural contrast do its work. Keep her interested by being playful and confident. One of the best ways to make a woman feel attracted to you is to avoid always agreeing with everything she says. Many men think that agreeing all the time will make them more likable or avoid arguments. But the truth is, constantly agreeing can actually make you seem boring and predictable. When someone seems easy to control or always says yes, it can kill attraction rather than build it. Instead, try being playful and challenging her in a fun way. This doesn't mean being rude, aggressive, or disrespectful. It means showing that you have your own opinions and aren't afraid to express them. Playful challenges create a little tension in a conversation, which keeps her mentally and emotionally engaged. They make interactions exciting, not routine. For example, imagine she says she hates a certain type of food. Instead of immediately agreeing, you could tease her lightly. "I don't think you've really tried it the right way." Or if she says she doesn't like a particular activity, you could say, "Really? I don't believe you. Maybe you just haven't done it the fun way yet." These comments are playful, not confrontational. They make her think, smile, and interact with you differently. They also show that you have your own mind and don't just reflect everything she says to get her approval. You can use this approach with opinions too. If she strongly believes in something, you might respond with something like, I see your point, but I think there's another side to it. Say it with a smile and a light-hearted tone. The goal isn't to argue or prove her wrong, it's to make her think, laugh, and enjoy the conversation with you. This technique works because people are naturally drawn to those who challenge them in a safe, playful way. It creates curiosity, excitement, and a stronger mental connection. Conversations become memorable instead of boring. The key is balance. Don't try to challenge her all the time or turn every discussion into a debate. Just add enough playful teasing to make things lively and fun. Always pair this with genuine listening and respect so she feels valued, not attacked. When done right, playful challenges set you apart from other men who always agree. They show confidence, intelligence, and personality. Most importantly, they make her feel alive and intrigued in your presence, which keeps her coming back for more. Be a man of value. One of the easiest ways to make yourself more attractive is to show that your time and attention are valuable. This doesn't mean being disrespectful, unfaithful, or constantly flirting with others. It simply means demonstrating that you are confident, independent, and not desperate for anyone's attention. Many men make the mistake of acting like the person they like is their only option. They ignore other people, focus too much on her, or get anxious when she talks to other men. This kind of behavior comes across as neediness, which is one of the fastest ways to kill attraction. Instead, act naturally and confidently in social situations. If another woman laughs at your joke or talks to you, respond politely with a smile and a few kind words, then shift your attention back to the person you care about. Don't overthink it, apologize, or act guilty. Confidence is silent. It doesn't need to be loud or dramatic. The secret is subtle competition. When she notices that other people enjoy your company and that you have a life full of interactions and friendships, she begins to unconsciously value your attention more. Your energy communicates that your life is full, interesting, and not dependent on anyone else. Your time is something worth earning, not something given away freely. For example, imagine you're at a party and another woman responds to your joke with a laugh. You smile, say something polite, and then return to your conversation with the woman you like. You didn't overreact, you didn't try to make her jealous, and you didn't make things awkward. That small, calm action sends a strong message. You are secure, independent, and socially aware. This isn't about creating drama or playing games. It's about being genuine and showing that your happiness and confidence come from yourself, not from someone else. When a woman sees that you have your own goals, hobbies, and social life, she starts to appreciate your attention and presence even more. The most important thing is authenticity. You can't fake having options or being confident. People can sense insecurity immediately. Focus on building a real, fulfilling life filled with meaningful connections and passions. The more complete your life is, the more naturally attractive you become. By showing that you are a man of value, you create respect, curiosity, and desire. She notices your worth, and she will naturally want to earn your attention. This simple shift in mindset and behavior can make a huge difference in how others see you, and it doesn't require any manipulation or games. Speak your mind clearly. One of the most attractive traits a man can have is the ability to clearly and confidently say what he wants. Many men make the mistake of being too soft or hesitant when asking for something. They apologize too much, add unnecessary explanations, or phrase things as questions because they fear rejection or want to seem polite. While being polite is good, overdoing it can make you look insecure or needy, and that lowers attraction. For example, instead of saying, "Hey, I know you're busy, but maybe we could hang out sometime. If you're free, maybe we can meet up." Try being straightforward and confident. "Come with me on Saturday to this place." Do you see the difference? You're not begging or asking permission, you're simply stating what you want. This shows that you value your time, your energy, and yourself. It also signals that being with you is a privilege, not something you're desperate to offer. How you say it is just as important as what you say. Speak calmly, confidently, and keep it simple. Avoid over-explaining your reasons or giving too many details. A clear, confident request is enough. Being direct doesn't mean you're being controlling or rude. It's about honesty. You're expressing your wishes while respecting her freedom to accept or decline. This honesty builds trust and mutual respect. Over time, she will see you as confident, decisive, and self-assured, qualities that naturally attract people. Consistency matters. When you make it a habit to ask directly and confidently, your interactions become smoother, clearer, and more exciting. You stop sending mixed signals, and she begins to respect your clarity and independence. Remember this: hesitation and uncertainty rarely attract anyone. Confidence in asking for what you want shows strength, independence, and authenticity. It's simple, effective, and creates a magnetic energy in your interactions. The key takeaway: don't overthink it, don't soften it too much, and don't apologize for your desires. Speak your mind clearly and watch how much more confident and appealing you become.